always talking the whole time. I don't know. Some of the stuff he was saying was, a little out there, but he was ready to go. And no matter what, we're coming back next play. There's a bad play or a penalty or something like that. We were ready to roll. Obviously threw the ball well today. I think it was 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, the game winner. Just a lot of energy. He was a lot of energy, but he's been like that since he's been here, so it was expected.
Joe, so many more points, so many more yards. More than just the quarterback.
I think the O-line played better today. I have to go back and look. Having Wyatt and Poe back healthy, Jack in there, the one stepped up, played some left tackle for us as well. I thought the receivers were doing well, but obviously Jameis stepped in and played really good. I think that was the main part of it.
You played here your entire career. You know what Jim Donovan means for the city. How good was it to get a win for him today for you guys?
It was amazing. One of the nicest people I've ever met, in my brief conversation with him. Selfishly, it's like a lot of my memories are you hear him making the calls, you know what I mean, going to the playoffs, Chubba Wubba, against Atlanta, like all those plays, like, could go back to his voice. And I've only been here 11 years, so I know a lot of people have had him for 25. But it was very cool that we could get that win for him. Coach is going to give a game ball to his family, and he deserves, every game ball. But he is truly a part of this family, and it was awesome to get a win for him.
What do you think a Jim Donovan call would have sounded like today?
Oh, I don't know. That last one, 0 blitz, pick it up and throw it deep for the touchdown. I don't know. It would have been pretty special. Maybe AI can figure that out. They got a lot of.
Kevin said, why not give Jim a credit for some of those dropped interceptions on the Ravens side?
Hey.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, man.
Is his spirit maybe playing a little bit?
Yeah. Hey, I'll take it anywhere we can get it. So, if it's part of it, I'll roll with it.
Joe, you guys have talked so much about you always get the one game at a time mentality. Just trying to get one. What that can do for you guys. What do you think?
Yeah, it's one game, so we don't want to put too much emphasis on it, but we needed to get one. We watched a little thing about. Everybody knows about Red Sox in October against the Yankees a couple weeks ago, actually. But they were talking about don't let us get one. Don't let us get one. We'll see what happens after that, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to see what happens. We need a great week of practice. We know the Chargers are a good team coming in, and we have a bye week after that. But we're going to be focused this week, and we'll see what happens.
What did this locker room feel like when you guys finally coming off a field to a win?
Everything you play football for. When you don't get those for a while, you forget a little bit, and so it was special. Guys were excited. Guys were pumped up, and it's just the best part about the game. That's why you play the game, to win the game.
You said you guys just needed one, but what's it say to get it against a team that's been winning against one of their last 5 though?
Yeah, we wanted to outlast them. I know they were a little banged up too, but we wanted to outlast them. We knew they were a talented team, but we play them twice a year as well. Last year we split. It's always a tough matchup, but we have a lot of respect for them. We know they're a good team, and our guys stepped up and got the win.
There's on the other side of the ball, but to see Jeremiah go down like that, how tough was that?
Yeah, it was tough. I didn't really see the actual play, but just seeing him get put on the gurney and all that stuff. I think he was moving and everything. So that's a positive, and hopefully they're just being super precautious. But it's tough anytime you see a guy, especially him. He's playing so well. He's kind of like a emotional spark for us out there. And so anytime a guy gets down, it's tough. I know the crowd let him hear it and was really pulling for him out there.
Joel, obviously there was the big play to Tillman, the touchdown, and to have those explosive plays today. How important are those to this offense?
Well, it's nice. I'm a fan of 12, 15 play drives for touchdowns, but when you get 20 play, in that last case 40-yard plays, those are huge, man. It's real exciting. We were, we needed some of those. We hadn't had enough explosive this year, and to pull some of those out, it's great for us.
Have one from Nick Chubb, that 15-yard run. How good did that feel to watch him go?
Yeah, it's nice. My brother texted me, and he's like, "Man, it's good to see Nick run behind you again." And I'm like, I'll heart that every day of my, every day I can, because it's awesome, man. He makes some things. We want to open some more holes for him. We got to get him going a little bit, but there are some good runs out there, and so hopefully we can, keep that going.
Joel, we know Jameis always brings the energy. It's hard not to miss what you guys were able to do. It just felt like offensively, you guys fed off that.
Yeah.
Is that fair? And just could you touch on that energy and that lift that Jameis seemed to give you today?
Yeah, it was it's fair. I mean, from day one, even in his position as a backup, he has brought that energy. He is, I think he's the first guy in the building. I always see him doing something crazy. I go into lift early. He's in there already. So he's the first guy in the building every day, and he always has energy. He's always positive. And he was that in the huddle. Even if something went wrong, like he always brought that back. And I think the offense did feed off that.
What was the difference for the line today? It just seems like today, just for whatever reason, you guys seem like a little more of a cohesive unit.
Yeah.
The mental mistakes were, reduced a little bit. Just what do you think it was for you guys up front?
Yeah, we had a couple penalties still, and we want to, fix those. But getting White back, I mean, he's a great player in this league. And Poe, coming back after the second week, Jack there, and we had DeJuan step up at left tackle. We had a good week of practice. The guys were working, and, the offense was playing on time. The ball was coming out. We ran the ball well. I think we had a couple long drives that kind of tired their defense out a little bit, and we kind of got in the rhythm. It was a good week, and there's gonna be stuff we want to improve on, but it was something to build on for sure.
Joe, I know obviously you have to worry about your own success, but how do you think DeJuan did over there for his first time?
I think pretty good. I was trying to communicate with him all game, and there's obviously a couple plays we want to have back. As a lineman, you play 60, 70 plays, but I think it was good. I think the protection especially was very, very solid on the side.
What's it say about DeJuan that he got himself ready to do that after being benched 2 weeks ago?
It's big, man. I think he grew up a little bit the last couple of weeks. It's a NFL's. I tell people all the time, it's a week by week league. Your highest high one week is lowest low the next. But to his credit, he didn't mope too much about it. He really has put in work, and I've seen him been doing extra conditioning and extra work to keep his weight in check and take those next steps. And I think he's done a better job of practice, and all those things add up to game day reality.
Ravens did not stop blitzing. So what's that like for you guys over 4 quarters?
Yeah, we were ready for it, and especially this year we've been blitzed a lot, so we were ready for it. But that last drive, I think they brought 0 4 or 5 times. That's one of those ones where you want to try and get on a guy, maybe try and take 2. Hopefully, you make him pay for it, and Jameis did.
Joel, did you see this coming for Cedric Tillman?
I see the work he puts in. I see, last week he had, I think, 8 catches or something like that, and the guy works hard, and as a lineman, he blocks. He tries to block hard. So for him to get those big moments was pretty cool.
How much do you like seeing a young guy who hasn't, broken through yet or whatever, has to work, and then finally a day like this happens?
Oh, it's great. It's everybody wants everybody to be a superstar day one, but it takes some time in this league. It takes time. It takes opportunities. It takes the right fit. And but that's the thing with him. He continually has worked at it. It's never had a bad attitude, and so to have a day like that is pretty special.
Hey, you've been here longer than anybody else on the roster. Just what did you get to know about Jim Donovan, and how do you remember his legacy?
Yeah, Jim was always a great guy, and I spoke a little bit about it earlier, but a lot of my core memories as a Cleveland Brown, I hear his voice in the background, and I've been here 11 years, but Nick Chubb, the Chubbawamba down the sideline, the playoff call, beating Pittsburgh in the playoffs, all those things. Like the memory is Jim Donovan calling those games. So it was obviously heartbreaking for us, but it was very special that we found a way to get a win for him and get him a game ball this week.
I almost feel like some of those breaks that went your way today were a little help from above.
Hey, I'll take it. Keep it coming.
Can you share any of the crazy things that Jameis said in the huddle today?
Oh gosh, probably not. He might have been mic'd up. I don't know. It's not even crazy stuff, but he just doesn't stop talking. So it's always something, you know what I mean? And it's always positive, and he's always working. And sometimes like that was on me, and I'm like, well, it really wasn't on you, but we'll roll with it.
What about that ability to there's the Kyle Hamilton play, right?
Yeah.
The next play he throws the ball. Like that ability to put a bad play behind him and make a huge one after.
I think that's been him his whole career, right? Like I've never played with him before, but just seeing there's been games where he's like 4 touchdowns and 3 interceptions and leads the league in touchdowns and leads the league in interceptions. That's kind of his style of play. But I think he just is so good at compartmentalizing the play by play. Like he plays one play and he's always talking about the next play, the next drive, and I think he does a great job of doing that.
Is he like making you guys laugh in the huddle? Like what?
During the week a couple times, honestly. Like, he likes to say, "Stay with me here," and I'm like, "I don't know, we're not going anywhere. We're staying right here." So, but it's positive energy. He was game captain this week because from day one he's brought that, and the leadership committee has seen that.
What about what impact did his pregame speech have on you? Did it get you fired up and ready to go?
Truthfully, I mean, it was good. Truthfully, I'm so locked in. I don't know what they say in the pregame speeches now. You know what I mean? I'm just ready to do my job. But got the team going, so I'm ready for him to keep doing it.
Sweet.